Hi, now we're going to talk about how clefs work. The clef is what tells you how the notes fit on the lines because it doesn't always have to be treble, it doesn't always have to be bass, and sometimes the notes are in different places. That said, they are always in the same order. We're going to start off with the treble clef, which actually started off life as a G. And then it evolved, blah, 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 and it eventually turned into a really fancy G. So we got from G to that. Now what's interesting in the treble clef is it makes a little bullseye exactly where G is in treble clef because we have every good boy does fine. And that's how we know where our letters fit. G clef has the bullseye and the note G is always going to be on that second line. We could take a treble clef, not that we would want to, and write it higher and bullseye G right there, and suddenly our notes are in an entirely different place. So we would then say this is our new G, and we would write in the musical alphabet around it. So after G would be A, B, C, D, and so on. Before A, going backwards, F, C, D, E, D, and E. So we can actually move a clef around and it would still work, but it would be really tricky to learn to read it the new way. Now, bass clef started off as a really fancy F and then evolved or devolved into what we know today. So we had an F, and then it got a little curve to it. It got fancier, and we ended up with what we know as the bass clef today. So it's actually just the F clef. So if we take a bass clef, draw it on the lines, the two dots and this little circle here up top actually tell you that that note is going to be F. So the fourth line here is always going to be F. Now, if we were to take the bass clef and move it up or down, wherever these dots are centered is always going to be F. And that's how you know. We could make up a clef. We could say, let's have an E clef. And wherever the center of that E clef is exactly where E is, and then you would fill in the musical alphabet going up around it, and then you would have your new clef.